Warning. Broken simulation. Broken simulation. With Sam Tripoli.
All right. Well, we're in it. Welcome to Broken Sim. Welcome to Johnny Woodard Presents Broken Simulation, starring Johnny Woodard. Johnny, I love your setup. I don't know why. It looks good. You look like you're ready to really pop off a YouTube channel. You really worked on your presentation, and I'm ready for you to break down 80s rock, like why 80s rock was so good. Like one of those YouTube channels.
But I want to do that guy that you were talking about on Tinfoil this week, who just makes faces at videos, and it's like,
Oh, yeah, go. And he uses the same videos over, the same reactions over and over again. So it's like the laziest shit you've ever seen.
I bet he's like, what if he's AI? I mean, that would be the easiest thing.
I wouldn't doubt it. AI twinks. AI conspiracy twinks.
Who was it talking about this week that these OnlyFans models? Oh, who did I hear talking about this? They have chat bots now that just run their chats on OnlyFans. So these guys are spending days and hours and weeks talking with these women.
I mean, it's already a lazy job. Now you're making it even lazier.
And they're making money off of that. They're like,
yeah, hey, I know.
Another hour and we can keep chatting, but I need like $20. And they're not doing anything, dude. They're out with their boyfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
But you know where that ends, by the way? It's obvious where that ends. It ends in the horror movie style where the guy finds her in Toledo or wherever. Comes to her in the street with her boyfriend with a gun, and it's like, but I thought you said you loved me, and just blows the guy.
Yeah, 100. Or it just ends where no biological female can compete with the filth of an AI bot. The AI bot's got no problems with doing the most unholy shit. If you pump the brakes at all, you're out. Bye. Bye. AI bot will get weird, dog. AI bot will get weird. Anyways, Johnny, I am in West Virginia.
Wow.
Yeah, I am. It's like it's time travel, dude. It's so interesting. I want everyone who's complaining about there's too many people to come to West Virginia and look at how there's nobody anywhere. You can buy just giant chunks of land and chill. It's good to be here. Johnny, do you know where I flew into today?
Okay, so I would guess probably District of Columbia.
I flew into Dulles. Right, not exactly the same place, but pretty close to where a plane and a helicopter crashed into each other.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that. Wow.
Yeah, Johnny, I was close to death.
Yeah, if you don't know, there was an American Eagle flight, one of those regional jets that collided with a military helicopter. What a Black Hawk.
Jesus, Johnny, you have zero reaction to me almost dying? I was close to death. And you didn't even have a reaction to it. You're like, oh, yeah, so let's just break it down. Like your community notes, my near-death experience.
Well, if people don't know what happened, I want them to know. I mean,
but you could do a little emotion, maybe fight back the tears of almost losing your friend, dude.
Let me. Can I take that?
Start it again, Johnny. You know where I flew into, Johnny?
Hold on. I gotta
get in character.
Here. Hold on.
Get in character. Stop being an AI porn bot. Get in character.
Hey,
Johnny, you know where I almost flew into?
I probably would have guessed like DC, something like that.
Yeah, Johnny. Guess what happened today?
Well,
Johnny,
how could I possibly guess? I don't know.
The plane hit a helicopter.
And Your plane hit a helicopter?
No, but in the area, the plane hit a helicopter, and I almost could have died, Johnny. I could have died.
I can't do
it. No, Johnny. Johnny, that was not the reaction either. Okay.
I was going to do this whole thing.
Life, Johnny.
I can tell. No, okay. Now that I've gotten the laugh out, I can show you what I was going to do. I was going to be like, and then I was going to do like a Selena Gomez, like.
Oh my God, this would be your Selena Gomez moment.
Oh my God.
You almost lost your co-host.
My friend, my best friend.
My co-host.
Insurance policy still in effect. Let me see. I hope.
Oh my God! Right, Johnny? Right? That's so crazy to me. It's so crazy.
It is crazy.
My heart goes out to those people. I mean, again, it just also fits into the whole, they don't want you flying more. It's like just absolute chaos. It's like. The flying, the system of flying nationally has just disintegrated. and it's completely out of balance, and this sucks. It just sucks.
Here's
And
clips from 19 minutes ago. This is from CBS News. What we know about the midair collision between a Black Hawk helicopter and a passenger jet over the Potomac. Yeah, it was near Reagan. It was the PSA Airlines CRJ 700 regional jet. I've been on a few of those. 60 passengers aboard, 4 crew. It's
it
just
makes me so sad.
it's disaster.
Unbelievable, Johnny.
It really is remarkable that these things don't happen more often. It's a testament to
It is crazy. It is, Johnny. That's a great point that this doesn't, but it does seem weirdness seems to be happening more than ever.
yes. It was what I mean. We haven't recorded since Trump had his bananas first week. It's just, I mean, what is happening, dude? It's Ross Ulbricht got pardoned. He's talking about sending Elon to space, Mars, and he's talking about sending Elon to rescue these astronauts, if you believe they're even up there. It sounds like he's paying Elon off with contracts, government contracts.
That's for sure. That's happening, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, Trump he seems to be paying off quickly, though. He's kind of like, okay, here you go. There you go. Okay, we had a deal. There you go. There you go. This is yours.
No, dude, he even said it. The Ulbricht, when he announced that he was releasing Ross Ulbricht, the language, I forget it exactly, but he was like, the libertarians came through with support for me, and now I'm releasing.
They voted for me. Now I'm taking care of you. I mean, dude, that's
him, man. It's what you've always said, though, Sam. What you said about him fits him so perfectly. It's that crime boss mentality, dude, and that's how it works with crime bosses. You scratch their back, scratch yours.
They take care of you, dude. They take care of you, and here we are. Guy's out of prison, got a hot wife. These hot chicks that married, I love to talk to a chick who married a guy in prison. Like, is it that he's not banging other chicks? Is that what that is? You know where he is all the time? Like, what is that? Why are you doing
bad boy? I mean, he is in prison. I mean,
and she's got to be like, dog, he gets all that Bitcoin, bang, bang, pow.
Yeah, he had to have some tucked away, right?
I mean, you have to have your Bitcoin spread out when you're running a digital underground, right?
Got to be some cold wallet. I mean, because he would have been smart with his money, right? There's got to be some cold wallet that only he knows the passphrase for that they didn't find. That's buried, under somebody's house or something. You know what I mean? Something.
Yeah. And what do you think he's doing? He's just eating in and out, going hard in the paint. Playing Fortnite. Do you think he's playing Fortnite right now?
Oh yeah, imagine, dude. I mean, that's got to be great catching up on all the tech and stuff.
Yeah, dude, what is this?
But
what is this? This is Instagram. What is TikTok like?
Let me hold on. I had the video.
No, dude. I mean, it's like, come on. His wife set up a Twitter for him.
Let me see. Yeah, and
she probably just set it up to just keep all the other chicks who want to marry a guy in jail away. Oh, by the way, this is his wife. You skank, get out of here. He's taken.
Here's the
DMs, slinging it.
Here's the video he released not long after he got out of jail. Here we go.
Donald Trump granted me a full pardon. I was doing life.
Strong Adam's apple.
And I was locked up for more than 11 years.
Oh my God.
He let me out. I'm a free man now. So let it be known that Donald Trump is a man of his word. Thank you so much, President Trump.
Thought he was going to do high heel.
This amazing blessing.
Dude, that'd be great if he just threw a heil out there.
I'm so grateful to have my life back, to have my future back, to have this second chance. This is such an important moment for me and for my whole family. It's an important moment for everybody who's been working for this for years. This is a victory, and it's your victory too. And this is an important moment for everybody, everywhere, who loves freedom and who cares about second chances. So it feels amazing to be free, to say the least. It's overwhelming, and for the next however long we need, I'm going to be with my family so that we can reunite and be whole again and heal. But there's a lot to talk about, and I look forward to re-engaging with the free world.
Podcast.
And
yeah,
so
dude, come
once
on, Broken
I'm
Sim.
to it, we'll talk again.
Come on, Broken Sim. Let's go.
Do you think?
Come on the show.
Do
You can be our co-host.
think Whitney Webb is going to ruin Trump for him? I mean, there's no, you know, you keep hearing about her blackpilling people, but
Oh, she is like, they're
there's
coming
nothing.
at her, dude. And it's
nobody
like,
can ruin it for him, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if
yeah, he's gonna be like, yeah, you go sit in prison. Yeah, I get it. I'm out of a little prison. I'm fine with being in a digital prison at this point.
Yeah.
So I can walk around, eat Chipotle. Okay, go do something. Learn jujitsu.
yeah,
I'm in.
I had literal gang stalking, not just social media gang stalking when I was in prison. So I'm totally fine with being tracked by the government. You know.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just like yeah, I mean, like I feel for Whitney because like she's literally getting it from all sides.
And she may well be right, dude. She may end up being.
She's always right. She tends to be more right than she's wrong, if ever wrong at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, anyways, dude, that's it, Johnny.
Anyway,
God,
did that make you? Did you feel emotional about that though when you heard he was getting out? Because
I didn't believe it till I was going to see it, and I'm happy because we're so not used to ever getting any good news. I mean, just think about that. I mean, we didn't. You know, Biden. I'm sorry. Like everyone can yell and scream all they want. I don't think the election was real. I think they just shoved him in.
Now, Sam, I appreciate you doing that harmful conspiracy theory parody that you just did. Just for YouTube's sake, that's a harmful conspiracy theory, and you just did an excellent parody of it. Well done.
I am parodying this. Yeah, this is my character I'm working on. Conspiracy theory guy who's always wrong. I'm wrong, dude. Could you sense how wrong I was there, Johnny? Can
Dude,
you
I took
sense
the quiz. I swear, dude, that's what you have to do that. And
It's unbelievable.
You can say anything if you do that. You can say
no. It's also us. Okay, let's face it. It's me.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm watching all these conspiracy shows, getting like a bazillion views, and like they just
should have done the
us.
Tucker thing and just been. I'm just an entertainment show. I'm an entertainer.
I'm an entertainer. I'm using the Rachel Maddow legal argument. I'm an entertainer. Hey.
But yeah,
I don't even know, dude. My favorite thing. So did Johnny? Did we talk about this on the show about how Saturday Night Live clowned Rachel Maddows and that they kept panning to the guy?
Yeah,
and he's like, "I'm not Rachel Maddows." Yeah. And then in real life, after that video dropped, in real life, that guy is on the show. And whenever Rachel Maddows interviews him, she takes her glasses off.
Why?
He wears glasses.
Oh, so people don't get them confused.
Dude, I was watching it the other day. I'm like, it's literally Rachel Maddows interviewing Rachel Maddows.
Oh, that's so funny, dude.
It's so funny, dude.
That girl who plays her, by the way, is pretty funny. She's one of the few new cast members that I find funny. That Sarah Sherman girl, she's funny.
She is good. They have some good stuff. There's some people on there that are just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't get it.
You know who else is really good? The guy who have you ever seen the sketch Name That Person? I think it's called Name That Person. And he's like a super like emo goth looking guy, super
that tall skinny guy.
Yeah. He's good too. He's plays that character really well.
Yeah.
And dude, then the Latino kid is fire. He's fire. The
one where they had like Tim Kaine on there. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. That was
that
the
Latino kid. It's funny, bro.
He's fire, dude. He's fucking fire. Yeah. You know?
No, there are a couple of people that are really funny, and then
for sure, dude. I mean, like, dude, and again, if they taken that video with Tim Kaine, taking that energy to the Biden administration for the entire 4 years, they would get huge ratings.
Huge ratings. Yeah.
They would get your job is to take to bring truth to power, question authority, not to suck their dicks. You know.
No,
it's just can you be AI? That was me. That was a dangerous
Dick
conspiracy.
Cheney. No, don't suck their Dick Cheneys.
Don't suck their Dick Cheneys, dude. Please stop sucking their Dick Cheneys. Please, okay?
Trump's gonna release the JFK files. We're told the RFK files, the MLK files, all that stuff's coming out. That's another believe it when I see it. We've
No,
been told
well,
this
it's
many
like we were
times.
talking about on Conspiracy Social Club. Like they're dropping files. You know what files we want, okay? We don't want the files of they like to get weird. We don't give a shit.
Nope.
We want the files where they say who did it, who was involved, what part of the government was involved. Not like, dude, the guy liked to do speed and try to blow himself.
Nobody cares.
Up,
Same
like
with,
a
we all
terrorist.
know MLK was a philanderer. Nobody cares he cheated on his wife, dude.
Nobody cares.
60 years ago, bro.
Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares. And the family's like, we know it. It's our dad, our grandpa. We don't care. Shut up. It's just crazy to me, Johnny. It's just absolutely nuts to me, dude.
We also have Trump talking about, I'll just, while we're still on our hot topics here.
Welcome to Hot Topics, guys. Is this a hot topic or what?
Something else giving me hope this week was this.
Oh my God, Johnny.
I mean, can you imagine? Here we go.
Oh my God, Johnny.
And it's going to happen very quickly. It's time for the United States to return to the system that made us richer and more powerful than ever before. You know, the United States in 1870 to 1913, all tariffs, and that was the richest period in the history of the United States, relatively speaking. In other words, relatively. And they set up the Great Tariff Commission of 1887, and this commission had one function: what to do with all the money that we took in. It was so enormous that they had no idea.
I love it, dude.
Committee was set up 1887, and what to do with all of the money that we had. And again, Teddy Roosevelt was a beneficiary because when McKinley was killed,
he loves McKinley.
He took over this vast sum of money, and he did all of those national parks and all of the other things. And I'm not knocking him, but he was given a vast amount of money, and that was all made through tariffs. We had no income tax. The income tax came in 1913.
Yeah.
As I said in my speech last week, instead of taxing our citizens to enrich foreign nations, we should be tariffing and taxing foreign nations to enrich our citizens. Does that make sense? Right?
Yeah, it's so crazy, Johnny. I've been on stage going, how happy would you be if Trump got rid of federal taxes? Everyone's quiet. Nobody claps.
Really?
I go, are you guys crazy?
Are they? Dude, can't give him credit for anything.
I would blow the president if he got rid. I told you, I've been on the record. I will blow the president if he gets rid of.
He might let you. I mean, shoot.
Dude, to get I don't care, dog. If he gets rid of the Federal Reserve and the IRS, he can clap these cheeks. I'm putting on the record. He can clap these cheeks. I'll be gay for the country to not have taxes at all. My family would be like, dude, our papa gave up his souls
for America. He did it for our country.
For America, dog.
Dude, if he got it, I mean, what if he like halved the taxes? Just cut them in half. He'd be the greatest hero. He'd go down as the greatest president of all time.
Or just like got us on a flat tax.
A flat tax. Dude, or, a flat tax, right? If I was reading about flat taxes today, if they just eliminated the loopholes, you could have a flat tax that was like 15% or even less than that, dude.
Yeah.
If they just got rid of all the loopholes. And you could even have what they used to call, they don't call it this anymore. They rebranded it as a new thing, even though it's not really. They've been talking about it forever. Is a reverse income tax, which is just where they pay people out money who are poorer. It's UBI.
Yeah.
But you could afford.
We do that. It's called welfare.
Yeah, you could afford to do that totally, if you just had a flat tax that was equitable. That was fair.
Listen, dude, if he puts us on some kind of reserve like gold or Bitcoin, I prefer gold. That's a win right there. Yes. That's a win right there. It's crazy to me, dude.
You think they'll let him do it? That's how I feel with this RFK confirmation that's going on right now. You saw RFK today saying that so many of these people were my friends out here. They had my back. They loved me when I was an environmental crusader. And now, just because I've been nominated by President Trump, they are my enemies right here. You saw Elizabeth Warren grilling his ass.
Is there anybody who Trump has pulled the mask off more than Pocahontas?
All her political aspirations went up in smoke when he started calling her that, man. It was just gone. Her career was gone.
I mean, he's really good at making you make a move, right?
boiling.
And when they
things down.
don't make the move, because I guarantee you this, I guarantee you Kamala Harris watched what Pocahontas did and goes, I can't do that. I can't fall for his tricks. Right? When he's like, go get a DNA test. I'll give you $1 million if you come back Indian.
Yeah.
You know? And she's like, and she's like, okay. And she does it. And then she loses all credibility. So now she's gone complete villain. Complete villain. But we can't come to grips with it because she has our kindergarten teacher energy. So we're like, But
the one you hated, like not the kindergarten teacher you loved.
Well, the one who's like, listen, your parents are scumbags. You need to know that.
Totally.
Nobody in the city loves your mom or your dad. You need to know that. And you're a little piece of shit. Okay? You'll never hear me say it. I'll deny I ever said this. I just want you to know you're going to have a horrible life. Anyways, go outside and play. Right? Like, that's the energy?
Yeah, totally, dude. That's what my nephew has one like that. She pulled him aside the other day because he was talking about playing Call of Duty on my mom's phone, his grandmother's phone. And she was like, I wish I had your grandmother's number. I would tell her not to let you play Call of Duty. And she goes, what is your grandmother's name? And my nephew told her, I'm not telling you what her name is.
Yeah.
He's just
dude, your nephew's not snitch.
Yeah, dude.
Good for you,
man.
dude.
Oh, man.
That's my whole thing with this whole, hey, we'll pay you to tell us where the illegals are. Okay? Like, they're creating snitch culture, dude. It's all snitch culture.
Yes.
Right?
Completely.
Johnny, what did I have to tell you? I had a couple stories.
Well, you're in West Virginia. What is that where they are? You're doing Tim Pool, right?
Yes.
Is that where their compound place is in West Virginia?
Yeah, I got here a day early.
I didn't know that.
I was going to do a couple other podcasts, but they're like scheduling. We can't do it anymore. So I wasn't able to. So I got
You still haven't done Tim Pool or the other podcast?
No, I was going to do Shane Cashman's podcast too, but he said his scheduling wouldn't allow it. So now I'm just doing Tim Pool. There's 2 Tim Pool shows. There's a regular show, and then there's like After Dark, where it's like supposedly gets a little crazy,
Okay.
And they, so I'm doing it. I'm excited.
You haven't done it yet, though.
No, I'm doing it tomorrow. It's cool. I'm blessed. It's a big show. I'm trying to explain to Dana how it's a big show, and she's like, "I don't get it. Why are you doing it?" I go, "It's a big show. It's good for my brand."
I don't understand. Why would she would care?
Because Dana doesn't want me to ever leave the house.
Oh, I see.
Right. So I had another story. I had a couple stories. First of all, I want to give say a sad note. Rest in peace, Ken Flores, this young comedian who's just blowing up. He's one of these. There's a Latino boom going on in comedy right now. A big boom.
You got Ken Flores. You got XG.
We got Xavier Guerrero. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Apparently we can't talk about stuff anymore. Is that a rule that we've been told?
There's certain things. Not a great idea, possibly.
We're not talking about it. We can't say where XG is at any moment, anytime.
Or where he might be taken by the government. No, we're not.
Yeah, because he knows we're going to eliminate his position if he gets deported. He's like, I can do it from Mexico. I'm like, it wouldn't be the same, buddy. It just.
It's your in-person charisma that we're paying.
It's that charisma of you just sitting there trying to spell everything that the guest is saying. That's your role on the show. So, what we want to do is I wanted to get XG's girlfriend's mom, who's a fan of the show, to call in. Hey, get your daughter to marry XG so he could stay. Him and his bad knees.
Don't mention the bad knees. We got to big him up, man. We don't.
Yeah, dude. The guy's got quality knees, dude. He's got like 19-year-old knees. That's what people are talking about. They call him knees G's. That's what they call him. in his neighborhood, knees G's. What's up, dog?
Got the knees.
By the way, I named him.
He's got the knees of Riley Reid, baby. He's got great knees.
By the way, I named him XG. That's the funniest story.
Well. That's not his name, right?
No.
But we call him Xavier Guerrero.
And I was like, dude, I'm never going to be able to pronounce it. Your name is XG. He's like, oh, okay. And then he
even calls himself that, right?
Yeah, dude.
His name's like Juan or something, right?
Yeah, I don't even know, dude. Who knows what his real name is? I think it's Eric.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
it's Eric Washington. That's his real name. That's his E-double.
His mom knew he was always going to make it in America, so she gave him an American name.
Yeah.
Her name
Eric
is
George
Bob
Washington.
Smith.
Yeah. That's funny. You know,
Yeah, he's like, I gotta Mexican it up.
it's
I gotta
funny.
mix it up.
You see that with like freed slaves, you know, or right after the war, a lot of them took on like founding father names.
Yeah,
They
Washington.
didn't have names. They didn't have last names, you know. So a lot of them just took on like Abe Lincoln Jr., you know, just weird names like that. You see that a lot.
They were like SoundCloud rappers.
Truly.
Just coming
Yeah.
up with crazy stage names.
I think that's a tradition. I think that's why that creative naming convention has kind of continued in the black community. Because
Well, I
they
mean,
came
dude,
up with their
it
own
used to
names.
be a running joke that it was the black community that was coming up with crazy names, but white women have seriously made a run for it.
We just went through a crazy holiday season. Everybody, you know, wanting to get the perfect gift for their friends and family. That can be chaotic. Life in general is chaotic, but you know that if you're in charge of order fulfillment for an e-commerce business, that's its own special kind of chaos. But with ShipStation, you can count on your day-to-day remaining calm. You can save hours and money every month by shipping from all your stores with one login, automating repetitive tasks and finding the best rates among all of the global carriers. You can focus on other parts of your business because you never have to worry about shipping and fulfillment again with ShipStation. I've used ShipStation for years. Everything I ship via ShipStation. They have a great dashboard that allows you to print labels easily. That's really important for me. You can compare prices so you know you're getting the best deal on what you're shipping, and you can track the labels once the items have been shipped. It really could not be easier. I love ShipStation. And here's the beauty. You never need to upgrade. ShipStation grows with your business no matter how big it gets, and you can lead your business into the future with their smart features and automations that boost efficiency and save you time. It is the fastest, most affordable way to ship products to your customers with discounts of up to 88% off UPS, DHL Express, and the Postal Service rates. We're talking up to 90% off FedEx rates, too. That's amazing. Seamlessly integrate with services and selling channels you already use and manage orders on one easy dashboard. I love it. I know you're going to love it, too. And get this, more than 130,000 companies have grown their e-commerce businesses with ShipStation. And 98% of the companies that stick with ShipStation for more than a year become customers for life. Calm the chaos of order fulfillment with the shipping software that delivers. Switch to ShipStation today. Go to ShipStation.com and use the code BROKEN to sign up for a free trial. That's ShipStation.com with the code BROKEN. ShipStation.com. Use the code BROKEN to get your free trial. I've used it for years. I love it. Check out ShipStation. Hey everybody, I want to tell you about a new sponsor that we are stoked about. First of all, I love the name. As a Southern man, how am I not going to love cornbread hemp? Cornbread hemp brings you a healthy happy hour, a natural and healthier way to experience a carefree moment. Cornbread's THC gummies offer a balanced sense of happiness and relaxation. And they're America's first USDA organic THC edible and proudly grown in the bluegrass state, Kentucky. They also offer, and this is fantastic, a 1-to-1 THC to CBD ratio, perfect for taking the edge off without making you feel anxious or paranoid like other cannabis edibles can. It's 10 milligrams of THC per gummy for just the right dose. Cornbread uses, and we care a lot about this here on Broken Sim, no harsh solvents. We're talking no petrochemicals, no industrial acids, unlike most of the hemp THC products on the market. There's also no synthetic ingredients. It's also Farm Bill compliant and legal for adults over the age of 21.
We love it. Make it part of your regular routine. There's so many benefits to it. The flavors are the best. It's an inspiration for happy hour.
Okay, so check this out. If you're looking for a healthier way to enjoy a carefree moment, you've got to give Cornbread Hemp a try. They've created the first ever USDA organic THC gummy that's 100% legal. As a special offer for Broken Sim listeners, you can get 30% off your first order. All you got to do is visit cornbreadhemp.com/broken and use the promo code BROKEN at checkout. Again, that's Cornbread Hemp,
shadowbanning.com/broken and use that code broken for 30% off your first order. And cheers to a healthier happy hour.
I don't know if Johnny, if you've seen me, but I've been really going hard in the paint on Instagram, trying to fight
On Instagram.
and yeah, and Instagram hates me, by the way. It's so interesting to me. I love my fans. I am so blessed to have the most amazing fans. I really do. They've let me go. They let me go so hard in the paint, and it's unbelievable, right? But I'm gonna be honest with you, Johnny. They're very chintzy with their likes. Okay, they do not give out likes unless it's got. I gotta paint a Picasso to get a fucking like. They'll buy tickets to my show, they'll listen to my podcast, but bro, they just want nothing but bangers, bro. I have to put out an absolute banger to get a like. We already discussed my #1 video of all time, right? Did we already discuss that? The #1 video I've ever posted on the internet ever is an AI chick with Down syndrome with a fat ass and tits, and it got 50 million views.
When?
That's the best thing I've ever done. It's my greatest accomplishment.
That was on your, because you just said last week.
On Twitter.
Oh, Twitter. Okay. Because you said last week, right, that the tinfoil account is not as shadow banned as your personal account.
It's not. It's
what
just
happened?
not.
You posted one thing and then XG reposted it.
So I found my fans are great. Again, they're very tight with
everybody's great. All the comedians are great.
Johnny. Okay, I'm psychologically setting it up. Okay, I've just said they don't give me the likes. Okay, I love them. They're very tight with their likes. They're acting like there's only a limited supply of likes, and if they
not a bad idea.
Oh, Johnny, that would change social media. That would change social media. It would make it so women you couldn't just shake your tits and get a billion likes. People are like, oh, I like your tits shaking comedy. It's really funny, I guess. But I only got 3 likes left for the month, and I got.
It's like that Mitch Hedberg joke where he talks about how you should only be able to blow the horn like a couple of times a day in your car, and then he says something like some guy pulls out in front of him and he goes, "Damn it! I wish I hadn't seen Ricky on the sidewalk." Just you push it and it just goes.
Dude, we should have a limited supply of likes. You should only get 100 likes. You should only get 100 likes.
I'm saying like 20.
20 likes a month.
Oh, a month. Okay. I was thinking.
Or how about this? 5 likes a day. 5 likes a day, and once you get through your 5 likes,
that's it.
You're out of likes.
Unless you subscribe to Instagram Premium for $8.
Yeah, then you get unlimited likes.
Don't give me any ideas, dude. Jeez.
So yeah, that's it. Like, what was the point of that story?
You were explaining what happened when you posted something and.
Oh yeah. So again, fans are great. They don't give me any likes, and it's very interesting because you'll see like a post, and I don't know what this means. And XG has alluded to it, like a post that let's say will have 2,000 likes, right? But it will have like 4,000 shares. I don't know what that means. What does that mean to you, Johnny?
It's weird, man. I don't know what it means. I could mean, I don't know if someone else shared it and then it got, they were like, had a bigger following possibly, and then it got shared by a bunch of people. So they were liking theirs and not yours directly. I don't know. I don't know if that's how that works on Instagram.
Or they just don't want to be associated with liking it, but they think it's funny, so they share it?
No, maybe. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's strange. That's very strange. I wouldn't think that would ever. The only time I can think about that is something that people disagree with. You know how on Twitter, if you have more comments than likes, it's like ratioed. You know what I mean? But I don't think that's how that works on Instagram. I don't know. That would suggest to me that your fans are chintzy with the likes. Really, they're Jewing you with the likes.
Stop Jewing me, dog. Stop with the Jew.
Again, that's a harmful conspiracy theory. And we
were role playing that character again.
Yes,
that was crazy. That was crazy fascist guy. Johnny, what did you think of my character work right there? I'm working on a character.
You should take that on the stage. I think you could really go somewhere.
Fascist guy?
Yeah.
Should that be it? Okay. Crazy character guy. Johnny, you should put a blinking thing at the bottom. Character.
This is what is it? A parody character. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
parody.
satire.
This is, just blink satire.
Just put it over the whole damn episode. Yeah, just
That'd be so
satire.
great, dude. Yeah. So I had a video that somebody sent me of gay Hitler. Okay. Satire. Satire.
So funny.
Can I even say that word on YouTube, or am I just wrecking our show?
We hate Hitler.
We hate Hitler.
If there's
Okay.
one person we hate, it's Hitler.
It's so shitty.
He's
we hate
so
Hitler
bad. I
so
think he
much.
actually killed 30 million Jews. I don't.
Dude, I
it was
think if
30
you
million.
really started looking under couches, in garages, you could find 100
Million? Yeah.
million.
I didn't want to say that out loud, but I've definitely thought that.
You could find
Wow.
100 million
Yeah.
for sure. If you really started looking hard,
Well, yeah. Who's to
they're
say? I mean,
there.
it's hard when you're just. How can you count how many people are in a pile of ash? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
hard. I
Right.
think there's more.
I've been told Jewish scientists have told me that
They're the best scientists, to be clear.
They really are. That one pile of ash is like 40,000 people. That's
I
what
heard that. Yeah.
turns out. That's how bad it got.
It was
So-
worse. It's worse than anybody has ever said or imagined. It's
Imagine,
hate
dude, ever. Wake up. Okay? 300 million people died.
Jeez. Now you might be right. Who knows? Yeah.
Dude, trust me, bro.
No,
Trust me.
you're right. Yeah. I mean, because I don't.
And if there's any justice in this world, we will have one movie per lost person from the Holocaust. Each person will get their own movie. So we only
AI. I hope AI can make that possible. Yeah.
we should just create one AI that's all it does.
Makes
It's
Holocaust.
just Holocaust movies for the 300 million people lost. Okay?
Just think about all the titles. It would just have to be you'd have like 8 different Schindler movies, 150 different.
Schindler.
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 Schindler
at
and
a shoe
Friends.
store. Foot Locker. Schindler at a Foot Locker.
What? Schindler and Foot Locker.
Schindler in a Foot Locker. Schindler at Jamba Juice. Schindler at the dog park. Jewish dogs. Right? In the story of the Nazi city dog. What are they called? The dog
parks?
No, where people go and get the city gets stray dogs and takes them
a
in.
dog pound.
Dog pound, the Nazi dog pound.
Yeah, he saved a lot of dogs. I heard the Nazis killed 800 billion dogs. If you
Dude, I heard at one time the dogs could talk and they were just fun and they loved.
We're so stupid tonight. What is happening?
And we lost them all. Hitler hated talking
He
animals.
sucks. He sucks. That was the whole point.
I will
talking
fight.
about gay Hitler and he sucks is what we're
Not a good way either. Not
No.
like me to get rid of the Fed.
No, that
Okay.
little beard would tickle too much. You don't want that. You don't want that. That funny
So
little mustache.
Johnny, all right, someone sent my fans, they're great. They sent me a video. They sent me
With the
videos.
likes, but yeah, they're
What
good.
okay, they don't give out a lot of likes. I don't know why. It's so crazy to me. And then some fans are just like, "Oh, dude, you looking at you doing this with your hair? That's a like. Give that a like." You ever see chicks? They just do, and that's a like. I get nothing. I'm paying Picasso's over here. I'm up here doing 16 chapels. Michelangelo, bro. I'm just every post I do is a Michelangelo 16 chapel fucking level post. 500 likes. That's it. 500 likes. Nobody gives me the likes. Give me the fucking likes.
It is. You have to work as a guy. You have to work so much harder.
So much harder. And then I have to hear about how hard it is to be them. So hard.
It's
Like it's like, oh my God. Like there's only like for women in the Fortune 500. Okay, CEOs. You're like, yeah. And there's 1 billion women getting 1,000 likes for fucking shaking titty comedy on the internet. We never talk about how much easier it is to be a chick on the internet. Never. We've never discussed it.
About it. Yeah.
It's the easiest thing in the world. It's 10 times easier. You are 10 times more likely to get 1 billion likes, get like sponsorship on your Instagram than you are to be Sam Tripoli, 52 years old, painting fucking 16 chapels.
They complain about it, dude. It's not even that they don't recognize it. They complain about it. Like there's this one female comedian / actress that I follow. Sorry, actor that I follow, and she will post these things where like sexy pictures of herself, but with books and stuff in there, because she's like, you guys never pay attention to me unless I post a sexy picture, so I'm gonna put these books in here so you see, you learn something from like it's a burden to be a hot chick on the internet, and only people pay attention.
That's all they do, Johnny. I forget who it was. It was like 2 chicks on ESPN, and they were just like, they're like, you don't understand how hard it is to be like, have to be hot all the time.
Oh, shut
Johnny
up.
just sent you something. I don't know if this is real. I don't know if it's real.
That usually means it's not. But
okay.
Whenever Sam is like,
I'm waiting for people to say whether it's real or not.
Sam will just post something and be like, real? Question mark?
Real? Real? Real?
Almost always no. All right. That looks like Truth Social, right? Let me see.
Real?
Social Trump. Oh gosh, to confirm this. Oh, do I still have a Truth Social account? Let me see. Why, yes, I do. Hold on.
Is it real?
I'm checking his account right now. Hold on. Just gotta verify. I haven't been on here in a while. I don't need to know all these things, Truth Social. Sorry, it's giving me give me all these questions here. All right, Donald Trump on Truth Social. You'd think he'd be the first one to pop. Let's see. 1 hour ago, he says, "What a terrible night this has been." Yeah, this is real. He says the airplane was on a perfect and routine line of approach to the airport. The helicopter was going straight at the airplane for an extended period of time. It was a clear night, he says in all caps. The lights on the plane were blazing. Why didn't the helicopter go up or down or turn? Why didn't the control tower tell the helicopter what to do instead of asking if they saw the plane? This is a bad situation that looks like it could have been prevented. Not good, he says in all caps. Not good. So yes, that is real.
Yeah, I mean, that's interesting that he's commenting on that, right?
Yeah, well, it's clear that he took an interest in it, huh? And got the facts, and then he's promoting his book right here because he needs to make more money.
Yeah, and Johnny, every time I know people are over. Johnny's giving me a note that people don't like to hear me talk about flying. I'm trying not to. It is a big part of my life. Okay.
Oh yeah, we do get a few comments about that.
And they're like, "Hey, tell them to stop talking about flying."
Well, it's just, it's that thing of like, remember in the 80s, comedians, they would gotten into this thing where they would just talk about like flying and green rooms and, stuff like that once.
Yeah, because that's what they're experiencing.
But it became unrelatable. I think that's what somebody was saying, was that it was like an unrelatable.
Not relatable.
They don't fly.
Okay. So what am I supposed to do, Johnny?
Most people don't fly, I think was the point there. In a year, like most people aren't going to fly anywhere.
In 1 year, most people aren't going to fly anywhere.
I don't know. That's what somebody said.
Okay. I guess this is what it is then. Holy shit. What time is it here? 1:30? Oh my God. It's 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, it says an estimated 80% of the world's population has never been on an airplane.
What percentage?
80%.
80? Has never been on an airplane.
That's counting all the Africans and Indians.
Oh, Johnny, dude, is this a new character you're playing?
Yes, it is.
Was that a new character?
It's called My Uncle. It's called My Uncle.
Is this a new satire character you're playing? I bet you the Africans haven't flown. Is it satire? You gotta put that up there. Satire. So anyways, I get sent videos all the time, okay? And a friend of mine, this gorgeous woman named Angie, she constantly is sending me,
Titty shots.
no, I wish. She's got a fat rack.
Nice.
It's Angela, excuse me. My friend Angela.
You call
My
her.
friend Angela. I can call her whatever I want. She's hot. She's like hot. She's like hot.
Sounds like she's hot.
No, she's like professional athlete hot,
Oh, I like that. I like
right?
that. Yeah.
Angela sends me funny videos all the time.
Sounds
And I took the video. She sent me this one video of a woman. I didn't even know who it was. A chick talking about a bad day for women. All right,
Okay.
and I always have this thing where I like to poke the bear, talking about how we should get rid of women's rights to vote. It makes me laugh because I know it pisses them off so much.
And some people think you're very serious about that. It's so funny to me.
I mean, here's the whole thing, Johnny. I'm not asking for it, but if they did it, I'd be like, okay, cool. You know, why not? You know, okay, I'm down. Let's see how it plays out. That's what I would say. Let's see how it plays out. I'm not going to campaign for it. Okay.
I can guarantee you things wouldn't get worse. I can say that for sure.
I think it would. I think. Again, I think politically things would be way better if we didn't allow women to vote. But this is America, and everyone has a right. You know, we're all seen as equal, so they can vote. But if we passed one that said they couldn't vote, I'd be okay with that too. That'd be fine.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to ask for it. You won't see me starting to change.org, which I'm thinking about starting one to have Nevada annex San Diego. I'm thinking about starting that change.org. So if I can get Nevada to take over San Diego, I could move to San Diego and then not live in California anymore. So Angela, who I love with all my heart, sends me a video of this chick saying that we've had a bad day for women, okay? And she goes through the series of steps of this bad day for women, okay? And the first one is, you know, it wasn't Melania's where in the world is Carmen Sandiego outfit that she had. And it wasn't, hold on one second. And it wasn't Jeff Bezos' trans Mexican wife and her tits hanging out at the inauguration. Like, she knows her brand. She knows what she's there for. She's like chum for billionaire sharks. That's what she is.
Yeah, totally.
She's tit chum. And it's like crazy to me how like they just keep slicing and dicing. You eventually end at trans. You're like, that could be a trans. When you have these people like going, everyone's a trans, okay? I go, Matt, she's got trans face. Okay, for sure. You know, and maybe that's what Jeff Bezos is into, dude. You know?
He is.
Did you see my
started taking fitness seriously? It seems like he's gone that way, right?
Yeah. He wants a chick that can lift more than him. Did you see my joke about how Jennifer Aniston is dating Barack Obama and now she can find out what it's like to date someone who used to bang black guys? Do you ever?
No, that's funny.
I say that on stage. People don't know how to react to it because they know what I'm saying and they know it's funny, but then they don't want to get in trouble. And you just hear people go, I did that in Batavia. They're like, what? Anyways, so she said
Obama short circuits people still.
Especially in Chicago. I didn't even think about that.
They love that guy. Yeah.
Oh, they love that guy. They love him so much. It's so crazy to me, dude.
Hey guys, it can be hard for men to deal with hair loss, even though it's very common. Luckily, I'm here to provide you with a solution so you don't even have to talk about it. Through Hims, you can restore your hair by accessing their personalized hair loss solutions.
Hims provides you with convenient and quality access to a range of hair loss treatments that work all from the comfort of your couch. Hims makes treating hair loss simple with doctor-trusted options and clinically proven ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil that can regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. Choose from personalized, chewable, oral, spray, and serum treatments to find what works works best for you. The process is simple and 100% online, so there are no uncomfortable doctor visits. You just answer a few questions, and a medical provider will determine if treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your treatment is sent directly to you for free. No insurance is needed, and one low price covers everything from treatments to ongoing care. Hims has hundreds of thousands of trusted subscribers, and they can help you get your confidence back too with visibly thicker and fuller hair. Start your free online visit today at hims.com/brokensim. That's HIMS.com/brokensim for your personalized hair loss treatment options. hims.com/brokensim. Results vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
I used to go when I played this comedy club, the Comedy Bar. I played one time in Chicago, and every time I got off stage, I would have to talk down off the ledge a white progressive woman who was crying every show. And this woman was like, "You need to learn how to punch up." I'm like, "Bitch, you don't know where I'm punching from. So you don't know where I'm punching. I'm not punching up, punching."
That's such a good response to that.
Yeah, right?
It really
is.
is.
Punching from. So
That's
don't tell me about
thing.
what?
You see that often, especially on the left, where no, it happens on the right too, where they come up with a phrase like that sounds like it means something, but when you really think about it, it doesn't mean anything. It's meaningless. It just sounds like a good point, and they start saying it over, and it gets this kind of energy. It's just, I don't know. Anybody who would say that, punching down, punching up, I don't want to even know. I don't want to have anything to do with you. You're stupid.
So this chick makes a video, right? She makes a video in which she's talking about it's a bad day for women. She goes, it wasn't Melania's outfit. It wasn't Sanchez's tits out, right? It was at the national championship game where the chick driving the car drives it into the wall and crashes it.
Yeah.
And nobody can get she hits it so hard, nobody can get it out. And she's like, I didn't watch the whole video. I watched to that point. I'm like, that's pretty funny. I'm going to post it. And it says her handle in the video. If you download on Instagram, I don't know if it presents the name of whose video it is. So I post it. People are laughing. People are having a good time. Suddenly I get a comment going from someone with very gay energy. Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you stealing stuff? Why you gotta steal? Why are you stealing, hack? I go, what? I go, what are you talking about? So then I go to my message.
I can pull them up if you want. Do you want to?
What's that?
I can pull
not
those
yet.
up. Okay.
Not yet. Okay. So then I'm like, what is going on? So then in the comment section is the chick who made the video. And she's just yelling at me and anybody else that will listen.
Oh, in the comments too.
She starts in the comment. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? You fucking hack. Why you gotta steal? I go, what are you doing? It's Instagram. It's called reposting. So I go to her page and she has some weird shit. It's a weird page. She's, I'd say mid-20s, early 30s maybe.
Something like that.
And yeah, she's probably like the early 30s, right? And she is she has 154 posts. I go, how crazy is that? A fucking chick from New York, white woman on Instagram, only having 154 posts. I like that number is really weird to me. I go, I wonder if she's coming from TikTok or something like that. I don't know, but maybe she doesn't understand how Instagram works, which is people repost shit. That's how it's going. Now I go, oh, is she mad because I didn't put repost her thing? It's in the video. It's literally in the video at the top. As you watch it, it says her Instagram handle. Okay. But I get it. So I go, okay, I'm going to put it in repost, bang, her thing. I go to my DMs. She's DM'd me. She DMs me. And she's like, LOL, take down my reel, you hack. Now, once I hear, I'm 52. So anyone young, anyone in their 30s is young to me. But anytime I hear a white progressive say hack, anytime I hear a young comic say hack, I go, okay, you're a progressive, because that's the new term. When I was coming up in comedy, okay, way back in the day before they had electricity and the black comedians had to use a separate entrance to come to the open mic, okay, way back in the day.
Yeah.
The word hack meant everyone was doing a joke like that, right? So it'd be like getting high at Taco Bell, right? That would be considered a hack joke.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you ever been high at Taco Bell? That's a hack joke. You can get into
talking about jerking off, like stuff like that.
Wife and kids jokes. We can even get into flying. There's a lot, you brought up earlier, flying. Now, you can take those jokes, those premises, and make them yours and be funny. It's totally fine. I don't care. It's good. But that's what hack means. But what this younger generation wants to do is they use the term hack to say, I don't like you, or I don't like the joke. It's not that you've heard a million people do it, because what she's technically saying is, if a hack, I'm presenting your video in a way that Instagram has encouraged, which is reposting. Okay, that's why they have a button to repost.
Do they have a repost button? It's funny. I've never tried it.
Well, they have a download button. You can download the video. Okay, and then you can hit the thing where you can put it in your reels, right? You can put it in your reels. They do. Hey man, share this, right?
Yeah,
That's what they do.
I've never done that.
What they,
That's interesting.
okay. So the first thing she says to me is LOL, which is a really weird way to start a conversation that you're about to scream at somebody. LOL, take down my reel, you hack. I go, what? Bro, that reel, my material, you bitch. That reel, my material, you bitch. I'm like, oh, okay. What? I say? Yeah, but then okay. I go,
I can bring that exchange up, right? I just have the first.
Yeah, I and then she goes, bro, that reel's my bit, bro. And this gets in, okay, to when white women get angry, they start getting sassy, right? They get sassy black. Bro, that reel, my material, you bitch. Okay, why am I a hack? I think you're hilarious. Don't use it on your page to gain 3,000 likes. What? What are you talking about? So we go to the next. I go, what? Yeah. But then I go, what? Yeah. But then just repost on your story like a normal person. Lady, you have 154 posts. You don't know how Instagram works. If you don't know, everybody shares everybody's shit. Johnny, how have you ever seen where suddenly Santos Bonacci's appearance on Tinfoil Hat is shared everywhere?
I've seen it so many times. Yeah.
What I do say to them is, hey man, it would be cool if you could just give the handle of the show. I don't care, but that's it. Like my N-word bit, right? Do you know how many times people shared that? I never once cried to anybody. I go, dude, on Instagram, this Twinkie who had 50 followers shared it, got 4 million views. 14 million views. Right? So here's it. So anyways, yeah, but then you just repost on your story like a normal person. Posting on your feed with no tag is crazy. And I told you.
Crazy in all caps. Crazy.
Which is, she is tagged in the video. That's what Instagram does when you download the video. I have no clue what you're talking about. I'm super sorry I didn't tag you. I fixed it. Save the I don't know what you're talking about. What? This is crazy. LOL, again, passive aggressive.
Yes.
No, it's not. It's not crazy to be like, hey, don't use my material to gain followers. Right?
It's crazy. Yeah. Well, she doesn't get it. Yeah, clearly.
Drop the what. I don't know what you're talking about. And I don't know what you're talking about. What?
It's just weird.
Now, if I go, I'm super shadow banned. Okay, going back to what we were about to talk about with Tinfoil Hat. I post the gay Hitler video, right? I post the gay Hitler video. I get maybe 1,000 likes. like maybe 5,000 views. Maybe, let me see how much. Anyways, it doesn't matter. 5,000 views, 20,000 views, something like that. XG takes a video, puts it on the Tinfoil Hat podcast Instagram, 1 million views.
Crazy. 1 million views.
1 million views.
Same
I get
exact
nothing.
video.
So we go back here. What? This is crazy. LOL, it's not. It's not crazy to be like, hey, don't use my material to gain followers. You're crazy, chick. You're just a nuts person. You're a nuts person. Okay, gain followers, hilarious. You're a comic, and it looks like you've been on here quite a while, few years. You know what you're doing. Okay, good luck. Hack. Okay, again, you're just using the word wrong. You don't like my comedy. I'm fine with that. Nothing I've stated is wrong right now. Ha, ha, ha. I know you'll go to bed thinking about, I know you'll think about when you sleep at night. Okay, I'm not judging grammar. That's why I pay for the check mark on Twitter, because I got to fix my tweet all
Also, to
the
be
time.
fair, you just said, okay, good luck. So
Yeah. I'm a retard. Okay,
I don't understand what she's saying here. What about
I don't
her?
understand
Is that
what
what she
she's
means?
sa-
You'll think about her when she sleeps. When you sleep.
Yeah, think about this all night. Okay. And it's hilarious because if you go to her page, she's getting like 300 likes, 100 likes, 100. And this video just exploded. All right. And, ha, ha, ha. This is great, I said. And try to spin it with some clickbait caption. Right? Okay. What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's where the comedy is. In the caption. What are you talking about? But this is where it gets really good. That is your best creative mind could come up with. Pretty fucking funny. It's pretty funny. Should we have a discussion about women's rights? I'm literally following what you said. Is that this chick effed up? It's a joke. Ha ha. Get it out, I said. Unleash. Thanks for taking it. And so I take it down. I'm just like, dude, this isn't worth it. What are we talking about? Thanks for taking it down. Thanks for taking it down. Now, you know I'm right. Keep going. No, I don't care. What I don't want to give you any gratification at all. Now I'm trying to get gratification. It's so crazy to me. You're not, but this is great. I love this. Hello, where'd you go? I miss us. Hello, what's up, Grandpa? Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting. What's up, Grandpa? Chilling. Miss you, overreacting. Keep going. So when was the point you knew it was over? Must have been at some point after the JRE appearance, right? Which is completely retarded, right?
Well, so she absolutely knows who you are now, at least.
Well, she studied it, right? And I'll get into why this is the most hilarious part of this whole thing.
Okay.
So she goes, I go, so when the JRE, I go, ha, 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 ha. I post her LinkedIn, right? I go, is this making it? Right? And it's like she's hosting all these shows. Is this making it? Your website? She goes, got a new website. I'm like, oh, your new website. You got a website? That's awesome, right? Honestly, yeah. And I hit a heart because I really don't hate this person. It's just you're having a complete overreaction to this, right? Too busy updating, babe. New Year's been busy. I'm half your age. If I were a betting man, I'd say good odds. Love it. I think you're funny. I apologize. Can we just be chill? Boom, boom, boom. Ha ha. Good. So this is where, so real quick, if you get into this, do you know what she's doing right there? She's literally yelled at me about reposting her content, which she is tagged in. Do you know what she's doing right there? You know what she's doing here, right here? Yeah. So when do you know it was, at what point did you know it was over? Okay. What's up, Grandpa? Do you know what she's doing right there, Johnny?
Ageism? What?
No, she is ripping off my fucking joke about me being 51, realizing it was over. Right? If you play this video, Johnny, can you go to my thing? It's not the gay dog or the gay heckler. It's the one in the middle. Can you play it? Pepsi.
On Instagram?
Yeah. Can you play it?
We have sponsorships we have to work through. Hold on. Diet Pepsi. Caffeine free for guys like me who have enough energy already.
What just happened?
I'm pulling it up. I'm just spinning my wheels.
Oh, you're okay.
It's not Instagram. Just whenever you really need it, it's just so slow.
Sucks butt.
Okay, so which one? You'll have to help me. Guide
It's
me.
the second one. If you go to my pinned, it's the second one in the middle.
That's
It
right.
says, yeah. Here we go. Play this.
In LA anymore. I'm 51. I woke up the other day and realized I'm never going to make it. I'm never going to make it. Who makes it at 51? Nobody. All my friends are famous. They're all playing theaters. They're doing stadiums. I just played a gay bar in Jacksonville, okay? But I sold it out, dog. I sold that fucker out. All my friends are famous. All of them made it. Even my old ecstasy dealer's crushing it. Black Gary is on fire, dude. Every time
This is
I
a
turn
true
on the television,
story.
he's in a
I know.
commercial, dude. I just saw him in one where he's teaching his biracial son the importance of bundling your car and home insurance, you know?
Too many words there. Too many words. If I would have taken out a couple words, it would have hit harder. Anyways, she rips that
that's
joke
so funny.
off.
Yeah.
She totally rips that joke off. When did you realize it wasn't going to make it? That's a hack. That's a hack.
Yeah.
What you're accusing me of, you're doing. You're just jacking my joke, which is hilarious. So this is where it gets really funny, Johnny. So then this is every woman, by the way, and I love women. Okay. Here we go. Too busy. Bang, bang, bang. I go to her website. Okay. And then here's it go. I love it. I think you're funny. I think she's funny. Okay. I think she's funny. I apologize. Can we just be chill? Ha ha. All good. Then you negged me. Negged. Now, Johnny, you're a smart guy. You know what she's saying right there,
I
right?
know. Yeah, it's from that Strassman guy or whatever who came out with that book about dating years ago. He came up with
Hilarious.
this idea of negging, which is a way to get women by being negative to them to attract them, basically like insulting them in subtle
She's
ways.
saying that I'm flirting with her now.
Exactly,
Once
yeah.
again, it's about her pussy.
Exactly.
Okay? It's like me trying to talk her down of this complete overreaction. It's now come down to her pussy again.
Creepy old guy just wants to bone me, obviously.
Yeah, it's so hilarious. It's so hilarious. I have so many women problems. Okay?
As
I
if,
don't
old
need.
man.
Listen to me. Listen to me. White, progressive, female comic. Okay? You are the three things that kill erections with men. Okay? You're completely unstable, overreacting, you're progressive, and you're a female comic. Okay? Those three things never happening. I have not hooked up with a female comic since my girlfriend that I dated over 20 years ago. I don't date female comics. It's too dangerous. And this is why. And I have a lot of female friends who are comedians. I love them to pieces. It's just, you can't date them. You just can't. It's like Joe Rogan used to say, one headshot per couple.
That's so good. Isn't that funny?
It's so right. And eventually they're going to get to a place where they're going to just, yeah. And that's it. And then I took it down and we moved on.
And I could
Yeah.
tell you got guilty. You were like, I think you're funny. Good things are coming. Like you were
yeah.
kind of feeling bad about it, weren't you? You were like,
I
you don't like to leave things in conflict. You would like to leave it in a good place, right? That's
well,
where
I also know that I am with a group of comics that I don't know. I'm the boogeyman. I'm the boogeyman. Like I represent everything that they hate about comedy. Older, white, talk shit, doesn't believe in political correctness,
Ugh.
and everything I talk about upsets them.
Are you afraid for the future? Can we zoom out here for a second? Because it seems like this is the dominant strand in LA, especially in the cities.
Well,
now you got
in the
skank
big
thing,
cities,
which
yeah.
is a different thing. But in LA, especially on the West Coast, this is the dominant brand of comedy. This thing. Are you worried about the future, or do you think it evolves and they figure out their error or their ways?
No, I don't.
So you think this becomes mainstream?
No. It already became mainstream, and now it's dying. But there will always be this group. There will always be.
Well, you
this
say now
group.
it's dying though, but I'm saying, do you think it will live and thrive and become like when Gen Z is our age, your age? Do you think this will be like the comedy that's Netflix wants and is everywhere, and is kind of the, you know what I mean? Like, do you think?
No, I know what you're saying.
dominate?
I think there will always be this. As long as they're successful white people, they will have entitled children, and they will think there's rules of comedy, and they will completely and utterly, totally be hypocrites about those rules. There will be so much fine print to the rules to make them comfortable, make white progressive women comfortable. That is what political correctness is. It's to make progressive white women comfortable so they don't have to think. They don't want to think. And like I said, when I was in Chicago, like I talk about this all the time. I have no desire to work with female comics from Chicago. I just don't. Every time I've ever dealt with them, they were impossible. And did I tell this story about the time I worked with a female comic was featuring for me in Appleton? She's from Chicago. And she just was bombing, dude. Bombing. Just bombing every week, bombing every day, every show, bombing.
I'm familiar.
And because I love comedians. That's half the reason I would try to be nice to that, because I like comics. I want them to thrive. So I pulled her aside after she bombed like 2 shows in a row. I go, hey, listen, this crowd is in Chicago. This is like blue collar. Appleton is known for their alcoholism. Okay. This is blue collar alcoholics that, you might want to go a different angle than jumping in with Harry Potter jokes with them. And you know what she says to me, dude? She goes, maybe I should try some racist, homophobic jokes, see if that works. I go, you should do something. You should burn a cross on stage. Do something. Because you're bombing. You're bombing. Figure it out. Do something relatable. Keep it simple. They're blue collar people. And then at the end of the week, you know what she does to me? Hey, can I get your number? I'm moving to LA. I would love to be able to make. I go, oh God, you're just an absolute crazy person.
Yeah, that's. What?
So I did this.
Yeah.
So way back in the day, I did the Comedy Bar, and at the time they had.
Where's that? I don't know. What that is.
At the time, it was in downtown Chicago.
Okay.
And they would do something where you would do stand up. The comics would do stand up, and then the headliner would go up and do like 30 to 40, and then they would have an open mic right after it. So my first night, I go up there, I'm talking to the comics. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well, blah, blah, blah. I go up, I do my set. Okay. So the first comic up, the first open micer is a chick I was talking to, just talking about Chicago comedy and all that. She comes up and starts ripping my act. This open micer starts ripping my act.
Naming you?
She goes, yeah, I can't believe what I watched either. That's what she's talking about.
Okay.
I had to sit through that too. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. And the whole time she's doing this like kind of like jiggly dance. Like she's doing like this is how she's doing all the time. Jiggling, shaking her butt. Right?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, it's nothing. I mean,
so I go to the bartender. I go, is she talking about me? And she goes, I don't know. So I listen to her. She bombs the whole set. Gets off stage, walks by me. I go, hey, come here. And she just fucking books, bro. Just runs off. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, what was that? Like, listen, pull me aside. Go, I don't like your act. I thought that was rude. But on stage, I mean, like, I've been doing comedy forever. I will tell you all the things I did right and all the things I did wrong. Okay? I can tell you what the guys who did it right and how it worked for them and what I did wrong or what I did right to be this fucking daywalker who could go hang out with the best and then walk amongst the people and just be able to live my life.
Can I ask you something now about that? Do you think, because this is something I've noticed just, outside looking in, but do you think that people in that generation, because they grew up with this roast stuff, where it's kind of like how comedians...
This was kind of before the roast. This is how long ago that was.
Do you think that comedians now, they'll think that's how people in comedy are supposed to relate to each other?
No. Like, but I will tell you...
Like the girl in your DMs, though. Like, do you think that that's like...
No, it's entitlement. It's entitlement.
But
It's like what I've always said about women.
a lot nastier comedy.
It's what I've always said about women. And again, I love women. You know, my mother's a woman. My girlfriend's a woman. My daughters are female. I love women. Okay. They're great. But women don't understand social structure. They have no clue. It's like why a 19-year-old girl can date Anthony Kiedis, right? You know, and like in some weird way, they're in the same level, right? She's like, yeah,
totally.
I mean, this guy is like for decades one of the biggest acts in the world, and I look hot in these jeans. Let's date. And
it's
like
that Marcus
it's
King guy we
too.
talked about, the guitarist, the guy Marcus King who's singer guitar, and that girl just walked onto his tour bus, hot chick, and changed the music, and then now they're married, and he has her on stage with him while he's on tour. Just a random woman.
Yep.
She's hot.
Dude, hot chicks, laws don't apply to them. They don't follow the law. They do whatever the fuck they want because they're hot. They're so hot. There's this famous story about this hot chick. I mean, and Johnny, she is so insanely hot. And she lives in Utah. And it's a famous story about her just being the worst human being on planet Earth. Like, she obviously has borderline personality disorder. And because she's so hot, everyone lets her get off all the time. And she's literally committing felonies all the time, constantly committing felonies and going, what are you going to do? Put me in jail? What? I hot. And it's just, I hot. Laws don't apply to hot chicks. And that's why when they talk about the wall is the greatest example of like why the argument that it's hard to be a woman exists, right? Like the wall literally says, oh no, you have superpowers for a long time.
Well, you know what the worst thing for hot chicks is and Mugshotties has proved this, the police body cam has been devastating to hot powers of women, because now that police, there's nothing that they know they're being watched. I guarantee you, dude, half of those chicks on Mugshotties, you see them flirting with the cops. Like, what can I do to get out of this? Those women would be getting out of that 90% of the time.
Dude, that OnlyFans murderer chick in Miami, she literally like had so her tits are hanging out when she was being interviewed by the fucking guy. She's like, yeah. And dude, she murders her boyfriend and then makes content on OnlyFans. Like, click.
Psycho, man. It's that, dude,
bro.
It's that old video from the early days of the internet where the guy has the hot crazy thing on the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so insightful, dude. There's a reason that video has been knocking around for like 20 years.
Women speak. Women speak. It like this, those videos where the guy breaks down women speak.
Yes,
what she's really saying. What's the dynamic of this relationship? It's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude. So it's like, when I was an open micer, we would bitch to each other, but that's how we go. Now these people just start yelling at each other. And like, dude, you're a host and you're yelling at people on the internet. Like, dude, unbelievable. Now, she's got this video style that people like. Maybe she keeps doing it, she just blows up. And that happened, But, bro, that was the craziest thing. You call me a hack, and then you use my jokes against me. And she's not the only one that does that. There's other people that take jokes I make about myself and try to use it as stingers against me. And I'm like, I wrote that joke. I know that joke. That's a joke I wrote.
Do you think she knew she did that?
Or did she know she was doing that? Maybe.
Probably
psychologically not. She thought she's being witty.
I get why she's mad. For one thing, Instagram needs a better repost system. The likes on reposts should also get counted on the original post. They got to work.
I agree with that.
It's got to be like Twitter. It's got to be. Like,
I agree with that. But at the end of the day,
can I just say the reason she's upset though is because that's her currency. That's all she has, dude. Is that attention that she was getting for the first time on this big tweet?
100%.
That's
it. She doesn't understand it. She just doesn't understand it, and that's why it became what it became. And that's why she went, and she just doesn't understand. She goes, yeah, you're stealing. I go, dude, it's reposting. Like, how do you not know that at your age?
At your age.
In mid-30s. How do you not know that? How do you have 154 posts on Instagram?
I do know some people delete stuff for some reason. I never understood that. So it could be that, I guess. But yeah.
Maybe. It's just really weird to me.
It is strange. Yes.
And by the way, I love when I have more followers than hot chicks. It just makes me feel good, like I've done something. Even if they're mid too. If I'm mid chick, I have more than I love it.
Oh yeah.
But it's like I wish I could tell her. I wish I could
have the exact same number of followers. Me and that girl. That's so funny. Like literally the exact same number.
Well, it's like I would love to tell her that I'm super shadow banned, so I have no reach and I'm not doing anything. But if you tell her that, she's going to be like, "Oh yeah, that's it, right?
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, dude. So that was the story. Anything else, Johnny?
Yeah. Well, we do have air traffic control from. It's just come over.
Oh no.
So let's listen to this. Here we go. This is what Trump was reacting to, obviously. So I'm just going to read the tweet so we know what we're hearing here because it might be kind of difficult to understand. Listen to air traffic control audio of American 5342 as Reagan Tower clears them to land and then advises the PAT-25 helicopter to watch for traffic, and then alarm hits the tower as they watch the collision unfold and both aircraft fall into the river. So he cleared them to land.
Is that the explosion right there?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, is that it? There it is. Look at that. Oh, just running right into it, dude. That's dude, that seems purposeful.
You think that's what Trump was suggesting?
Black Hawk crash is sus on so many. Why do you guys think it deep state attack, false flag?
Well,
Here it is.
Okay.
Here we go. This says apparently flight path of Black Hawk helicopter that appears to have been attempting to hit the aircraft.
This is someone called Kyle Saluski. He says he took this video 6 days ago, leaving Reagan, and there were Blackhawks right next. I think these are Blackhawks, military aircraft, certainly right next to them, and he thought it was strange at the time. Watch how close they are as he's taking off here.
I'm so fucked getting out of here, dude.
That is weird, right? What are they doing? Flying right over the Potomac like that?
But, dude, I'm gonna show you something, Johnny. Like, this is crazy to me. This is crazy. I'm gonna send you this. Okay. No. I'm gonna send you. Yeah, here I'm gonna send you this. I don't know if this makes any sense, but I'm gonna send you this. It basically breaks down the path that they were going down. Here we go. I just sent it to you. Take a look at that.
Oh yeah, this is probably pulled from FlightAware, right? All right, I'll pull it up here. Here we go. All right. So
look at that. It turns into it.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Oh, look. Here comes. Bang! So it misses.
The second one. Yeah, the second time it misses it.
Dude, what is it doing?
So it's clearly, well, I can't say clearly because I don't know what these normally look like. It does look like it's just taking the course of the river. But, it's so strange, huh? Moves back toward the airport.
Dude, it's only January. It's only January.
There it is. There's the collision right there.
Oh my God, it's only
It's what a start to the year, huh? I mean,
oh my God, we knew it was gonna be crazy, but this is nuts.
So I want to talk to you about this. Our friend of the show, Ryan Bledsoe, and his father.
Oh, dude, this is a crazy story.
It really is. They posted this on Instagram the other day. They went to, as you can see from the photos here, if you're watching on YouTube, they went to do the Shawn Ryan show. They did the Shawn Ryan show. They got pictures here in the studio. He's got a nice setup. You can tell they did an interview, a sit-down interview. There's Ryan taking pictures in his studio. I'd like to see what kind of cameras he's using. He's got some DSLRs there. What are those? I can't quite tell. Anyway, then people start asking.
Can I know where did Shawn Ryan start? Like, do we have any pictures of his first studio? They were just doing it in my Red Band's side room.
Yeah, I would love to know that.
I'm like,
'Cause
dude,
it
it's
seems
a giant setup like that out of fucking nowhere.
it has emerged fully formed. I have questions. Yeah.
I do
So,
too, dude.
so people start asking because Ryan and Chris have been talking about going on the show. Where's the show? So this just got posted to Ryan Bledsoe's account this week. He says, when will the interview with the Shawn Ryan show be airing? I thought it was coming out on January 23rd. And here's their answer. It will not be aired. It has been censored. When my father and I initially recorded with Shawn Ryan at his studio in Nashville in September 2024, we were told the episode would be released in 1 month, meaning sometime in October/November. So they did this a long time ago. When nothing aired, we asked his booker/assistant when the air date would be so that we could align our own internal plans with the episode release. The answer then was January 23rd this year. He's saying they were introduced to Shawn Ryan via a friend. When the episode did not air last year, his friend approached Shawn Ryan directly to ask about the air date, to which Shawn Ryan replied that he was uncertain it would air at all. When asked why, Shawn mentioned that he did not want to be associated with their story. In a separate note, just a couple of weeks back, a BSS Bledsoe Said So podcast listener sent an inquiry to Vigilance Elite. That's Shawn's production company. Their podcast listener received a message in return noting that the episode is still within the pipeline and will be released. Come January 22nd, his friend approached Shawn once again and to ask about when the episode would air. He says he knows many of our listeners have also been anxiously awaiting. Shawn then revealed via a phone call with his friend that it will not air due to the fact, and this is the quote, Shawn, among other things, cannot be associated with elements of our story. Now, please understand, he says, this is not a burn against Shawn Ryan. His father and I very much enjoyed their time. But now we know Shawn Ryan has links to intelligence still.
Yeah,
And-
we've had them on multiple times. We've had Ryan on multiple times. We've had his dad on. The dad has not said anything to me that comes off as dangerous.
Well, except for the relationship he's had with intelligence and the conversations he's had with intelligence. We know that he's talked to those people and NASA. That's the thing that makes me think like, hey, did he get a call? From old buddy, somebody and they're like, hey, dude, that's not what your show's about.
Well, you know my opinion on Shawn Ryan.
I have the same
too
opinion.
polished, too quickly. The presentation, like, it's just, this is how, it seemed like before that was Jocko, and I like Jocko. I've listened to Jocko's podcast, but he's ex-military. When Jocko first comes out, he's all over the front page of YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Everywhere. And that to me
Crazy.
is control. They are pumping you out. How many times have we complained about Lex Friedman forever being like shoved down our throats? That to me is where you can go. Is that where the invisible hand is? But Shawn Ryan comes out of nowhere.
I mean, I'd never heard of him, and now my
Fully
mom has heard of him.
polished, giant studio, interviewing ex-military people, pushing narratives that you're like, what the fuck is this? And had that lesbian PE teacher on there talking about if you question 9/11, you're helping the terrorists, and then like, oh, ISIS is here, they're going to do attacks, and you're like, well, you have to mention that they're CIA controlled. If you're a real show, like you're really investigating shit, you have to ask, is the CIA going to do this false flag attack, this shit? And so the fact he doesn't put this out, I don't know what it means. It makes me sad because those guys are such good people.
They did Ryan said they did a 20-hour round trip to driving to do the Shawn Ryan show. It's crazy. 20 hours round trip they drove to do this.
So nuts to me, dude.
It makes, I mean, it just furthers this idea that there's something going on with that Shawn Ryan, though, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen that they claim to have pinpointed the cause of the Eaton fire? Have you seen this? They have reconstructed it, and they're blaming it on these.
Johnny,
tower number 3.
Oh, sorry.
Fault on transmission line number 3 is the location of the ignition of the Eaton fire. This is my 22nd wildfire. I've represented 21,000 fire survivors in 6 different states. This is the clearest evidence that I've ever seen of utilities equipment being the start of a fire.
With plenty of warning with the Santa Ana winds, trial attorney Michael Watts says SoCal Edison should have better prepared with a proper public safety power shutoff, or PSPS. Southern California Edison's response?
So the video that we obtained from the New York Times on Saturday night needs more careful analysis. And it is very premature. I should say it is premature to comment or speculate on what that footage means without more careful analysis.
It's a hard take, dude.
Yeah, right.
It's a hard take.
They've also this is more just different footage that you can see of it right here. This is related. This is what they pulled for the lawsuit that's going to be coming. You can see it kind of started right there. Do you see this around that tower?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
This is the thing I always say. You know, people talk about direct energy weapons, and yeah, I totally agree that they exist. They don't need them. They just don't need them. With the meters, the smart meters, and then when this place is just been prepared to go up like a powder keg, all you got to have is some, faulty equipment, maybe something that you don't maintain. Again, I just wanted to say, this is a harmful conspiracy theory and ridiculous to suggest that this could have in any way be intentional. I'm sure you agree, Sam. We were just doing a character there when we suggested.
This, dude, I love your wacky characters on this show.
I'm a silly guy.
And we should have a thing blinking so people know we're in character.
Satire.
Wacky satire character.
So the F-35 continues to be worse than worthless. We had another one of these things just plop out of the sky over the last week. Here it is right here. This was on Eielson Air Force Base in Alaska. You can see the pilot there and the parachute coming down. Check us out. Whirling. Just hard impact with the ground. Explodes.
And then he has to make sure he doesn't fly into that.
Oh, right. Isn't that wild? Or get hit by it. This thing. I mean, what a...
So I'm in a fight right now with Dana.
Okay.
She doesn't understand streamlining the government. She doesn't understand bureaucracy. And this is what I'm talking about. This is unchecked bureaucracy. This is money laundering by these companies. Okay. It's money laundering. All right. We're buying these and they don't work.
It's not even money laundering. It's just them paying off, getting rich. It's just a bunch of fat cats getting richer and stealing. It's embezzlement, if anything. They're stealing money from the American taxpayer to get rich, and then you'll see them when they graduate from the military. I don't call it retirement. They graduate to working at these private companies, and then they just enrich themselves further because their buddies that they trained are now in charge. It's stealing. It's stealing from taxpayers. That's why we need to get rid of the federal income tax. Please, Donald Trump, please get rid of the federal income tax.
Dude, it's so crazy. So Tucker Carlson is going off on a certain country's involvement in the JFK assassination. Johnny, you've always been a pro Tucker guy. It's like we do this thing where we're like,
is he talking about Israel?
Are we allowed to talk there? Is this a wacky character you're playing right now?
I do a lot of, but Tucker, I mean, that we think they were involved. What, is he saying they were not?
No, he's saying they are. And it's like,
well, that's good, right?
No, dude, I'm saying you were right. Because you
go, I think he's changed. Yeah, I think he's changed.
Well, I mean, I'm just listening to people tee off on Ian Carroll because he hasn't commented on Trump's anti-Semitism bill. And I go, dude, the guy's living his life. I mean, dude, nobody's gone harder on this shit. Had people come after his family. I'm sorry, dude. As a guy who's been doing comedy 30 years, brought people up, had them surpass me in comedy. I get that there's the Elvis factor, or as my good friend Johnny Woodard calls, the Hitler factor. Right? I mean, Ian Carroll is just charismatic. People like him. That's why he does big numbers. He just does. Good looking Nephilim. Great way of disseminating information. I don't know. It's like everybody calm the fuck down.
No, and he does a good job of editing the videos. It's clear he puts a lot of time and effort into his work.
And dude, it's like, yeah, dude, he's great. And he seems like a nice guy. And everyone wants to tee off on him. I don't know, man. I don't know what is. You can always go, what is this dude's blind side, right? Like
everybody has it. Everybody has it.
I was having a conversation with somebody today, and they were talking about James Lindsay. Do you know who James Lindsay is? He's this kind of famous speaker. I think he author. He's blocked me on Twitter because James Lindsay will go off on Marxism. James Lindsay will go off on communism, but James Lindsay refuses to discuss Zionism.
Well, I've seen you shout at him before on Twitter,
he just refuses to do it. And somebody said today that he will be 2025 Sam Harris, that will completely lose all of his credibility based on what he won't talk about.
Why did Sam Harris ever have credibility? That's the part I don't understand.
Well, the one thing about Sam Harris is like his podcast, it's like when we were talking about
so boring.
Ryan that was on yesterday, what was it, Ryan Gamble? And we're like, dude, your voice is, I could listen to you talk forever, right? It's like soothing. That's Sam Harris. He's very.
Do you want Sam Harris to put you to sleep? I mean, because that's what he does.
Well, it's like, hey, dude, how long is this elevator ride? Oh, it's an hour and a half, right? That's kind of what the show is about.
Yeah.
Right.
But
it's so funny because you got Jordan Peterson's constantly, he was debating Sam Harris on Christianity.
God. Yeah.
And I go, why would you ever, as Jordan Peterson, ever debate Sam Harris on Christianity? Because you can't talk about his thing, which is Judaism, I'm an atheist, conveniently, right? Conveniently. But he's going to take shots at your religion, and you're just going to sit there because you're a Zionist and you won't go there. Yeah. That's why Sam Harris will debate you, because he knows you won't go off on the one thing that he can't defend. And because you're captured. What?
You're totally right. Yeah. It's funny though. I know, like, especially in the South, many like Southern Baptists, who are like kind of saw the earth down here. And this is why Trump is in favor of this too. Not just his connections to Israel, but many mainstream Christians still believe that's the Jewish homeland, and that in order for God's will to be done, they have to be there, and that country has to be defended. Even at our own peril as Americans. There are plenty of mainstream Christians that believe that. I mean, I know them. They're my family.
Now they're coming out with people who died on the plane. I guess two world-class figure skaters from Russia died.
Oh, no.
Oh, so sad, dude.
It is sad, dude. We finally got, if you believe it, some resolution to this New Jersey drone thing. Donald Trump suggested that Biden had just been keeping us in suspense on this. We saw from Carolyn Levitt that many of the drones were authorized to be flown by the FAA. These are her quotes. She says, "I do have news directly from the President of the United States that was just shared with me. After research and study, the drones that were flying over New Jersey in large numbers were authorized to be flown by the FAA for research and various other reasons. Many of these drones were also hobbyists, recreational and private individuals that enjoy flying drones," she added. In time, it got worse due to curiosity, more people sending drones up. This was not the enemy, she says. Do you believe that? Do you believe this just was FAA-approved research drones flying over New Jersey for the past?
Oh, dude, Johnny, I did a show in Batavia. This woman came up to me and goes, "I hate to burst your bubble, but these drones aren't really that exciting. They're looking for a missing piece of she goes, a missing piece that is like radioactive for a PET scanner. They can't find it. So that's what they're looking for." I go, "The drones are to find a PET scanner." She goes, "Yes. I hate to tell you. I know it sounds sexy. That's something this, thing that." But she goes, "This is what they're just looking for, this missing radioactive piece that they need for a scanner to scan pets." I go, "That's what? Why don't they just tell people?"
It's not PET scan is, that's not what that means, not animals. PET scan is a type of scan. It's something electrotomography or something.
Oh, okay. So that's that. Yeah. So that's it.
It's what it is. A PET scanner is a machine that uses radioactive tracers to create 3D images of the inside of the body. It's positron emission tomography. That's what it is. There you go.
So here we
why
are.
would they? That doesn't. I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what. Yeah, Trump is saying that it was Biden that left us in suspense. Trump has also signed an executive order. I know it's a lot of Trump this week, folks. If that's not your thing, I'm sorry, but he's just dominated the news cycle. Trump signs the executive order promoting crypto, paving the way for digital asset stockpile for the American government. It's good news for crypto. The question is what crypto will be in the digital asset stockpile. Let's have a little fun here. I know you talked
Real
about
quick,
this.
Johnny, our good friend Shawn Ryan has this guy on. They won't show his face, but this is it. The Taliban announces it was just such a weird. What did they hold a press conference? The Taliban announces they can't pay their 400,000 terrorists for the next 3 months. It's due to the suspension of foreign aid and impact on the No Dollars for Terrorists Act by Republican Tim Burchett. I'll send you this. It's absolutely hilarious, and it's such everything is fucking theater. Listen the way this tweet is worded. It's all theater of the stupid. It's so dumb.
You're texting it to me?
Yeah, I just texted.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
We're not going to be able to pay our 400,000 terrorists. It's just like, it's so dumb. It's just such theater of bullshit.
Oh, dude, this doesn't even look real, dude. This looks like, oh, come on, man. All right. Can you hear this? Hold on.
If America stops supporting the Taliban, stops sending 40 million to the Taliban, you will see the Taliban crumbling in under a year. The Taliban is a dying regime. The only thing that's keeping it alive at the moment, since 2021, is this $40 million injection that the US keeps putting in the arms of this dying Taliban every week. It's that bad.
And they're like, Shawn Ryan, oh, man. Oh, can't believe it. I hear. My God. Oh, it's just like, dude. I mean, I'm sure you could kill me with your hand, Shawn Ryan, in an instant. I know that. But still, it's just like, what are you doing? You're shocked? You're in the CIA. You're shocked at what this guy's saying? It's just unbelievable. We fund all terrorism everywhere.
Let's lighten things up a little bit. Not literally. Because
oh my God, Johnny. This is the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. Play it so we can hear it.
This woman, she's a female rapper called Dank.
Dude,
DeMoss.
that fupa is on fire, bro.
And she's one of the fattest people I've ever seen in my life.
And she's not actually that bad of a rapper.
I don't care. Irrelevant to the story.
Okay, here, play it. We can hear it.
So she is showing up here to get an Uber, and this guy, if you can't see it,
motherfucker said I can't fit in his car, so I got to cancel my ride.
Yeah, she's got it on the screen. It says this MFer says I can't fit in his car, so he cancel my ride. And you can hear this guy. It's a little hard to understand, but his car is lowered. You can see, so he doesn't. The suspension is.
I think it's a Mercedes too, I don't think there's a lot of room in the back seat.
Probably not, but also I think he's also worried about the suspension. I think he says, "Here we go."
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What? For what? What you saying?
Yeah, I got no space in my car is small.
I can fit in this car.
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me. So I'm sorry.
What I'm gonna do about my money?
I'm gonna cancel you. You're not gonna be charged.
So you telling me I can't get in the lift because I can't fit in your car?
Yeah, you need to order a bigger car.
What makes you think I can't fit in the car?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What makes you think I can't fit in this car?
Because the car is small in the back.
My best friend has a Benz that's newer than this that I can fit in. That's the same size.
This is just performance art because she knows she's going to sue him.
So you really telling me I'm too big to get in your car?
By the way, she's out of breath.
So I gotta order another.
You heard that?
She absolutely is that. Yeah, just.
Are you telling me?
Talking and standing has got her out of breath.
I feel bad for this chick. Should be on The Biggest Loser and lose all that weight. Your fucking legs have a gut.
This is the kind of person, you hear me say sometimes I think some people should be on Ozempic. She should be on Ozempic.
Ozempic that shit.
Yeah.
How about that fat rapper who has to sing with fucking an oxygen mask?
I've never seen her.
It's like glutton. Gluttony,
I
dude.
got very tired.
Okay, go back. And then
What
now
I got
you
to do with your tires?
What that got to do with your tire? It's not your car.
How you know I don't have no space?
He's talking about he's lowered his suspension.
You have no space.
How you know I don't have no space?
Yeah, I got
Drive
no
off,
space
dude. Why are you?
How do you
playing
know I
that
don't have
game?
no space?
Drive off.
Because I tried.
Be like, hey, dude, I can't pick it up. Sorry,
Huh?
you're too big for my car. Bang, I'm gone.
So every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because your
It's
name
like
is
he comes up to people
Dank
400
Moss.
pounds all the time. You're the
Dank
biggest person
Moss.
he's ever seen.
Ugh.
And she says it like every 400-pound bitch won't fit in your car, dude. You're the biggest person I've ever seen in my entire life. It's not like this happens
dude,
every
your
day.
legs got a gut, dude. Your legs have a gut.
Oh, it's so crazy. So then she turns up the next day with like Gloria Allred there with her. She's turning this into just a major legal action, obviously, because we're in America and that's the kind of thing that has to happen anytime something.
Yeah, it's lawyers. It's 100% lawyers.
So
dude.
they are. It's so funny, dude. They come out with her like she's on the news now, sitting down with getting interviewed here. You know, of course, with her gut under the table, so we can't see truly how big she is. She's doing an interview here. And then where is it? Where she's with her? Is this it right here? Oh yeah, here it is right here.
And you just listen to these lawyers. They're like, "This is Michigan."
It's like she's some kind of. It's like it's a photo op with a circus freak.
And poor Liv has to like, "Oh my God, we're so sorry."
No, why couldn't it be?
Please
Uber?
DM us. We'll figure out a way that you and your fupa and your fucking 3 guts on your leg. Look at that.
This is an official tweet from Lyft. We're disheartened to look at this driver's unacceptable behavior. Please DM us at your earliest convenience for additional support.
We'd like to, and this is it. Everyone has to placate the retards.
Yes.
This is it. Instead of going, yeah, man, drop some LBs. How about this? Instead of getting a fucking lift, walk. Drama alert.
This music is great, huh?
And then you got a fucking Eric Trump over there trying to spin this. You know, this is like this is Michigan. We like being fat is is seen as a demographic. Being a chunky monkey.
We chose deep dish pizza for a reason here in Michigan. We love deep people. Yeah, dude, she's so fat, bro. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
After you start growing like a second knee, don't you think like, hey, maybe we cut back on the ice cream a little bit?
Dude, I just saw this crazy story. Fucking Adam Silver wants to do 10-minute quarters now.
No, he doesn't. Is he really?
Yeah, let me see if I can.
Have you know, we talk about how callous the Asian are. Have you seen this? That they have like, you know, they have like clothes for bigger people here in America, like stores and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen this video of what they're called in Asia? Look at this, dude. This is the funniest thing. Watch this.
Yo,
dude.
I saw this. I love it.
There's one called BB Fat, Fat Girls, XL, 5XL, Fatty Fat
Girls,
Love Calories.
Yeah.
Moo Moo, Thai Fat, Beauty isn't a size. And then
Fat
you got
Cat.
Fat Cat there, and then Linda Plus.
Yeah. How about the guy that found a store, I think in Thailand, called White Niggas?
Yeah, I saw that. Wait,
You see that?
oh, you said the N-word. You get one per episode. We did agree on that, don't we? You get
Okay,
one.
thank you.
Used it there.
Johnny, I just sent you something. Slam of shaving 2 minutes off each core. What are you doing, Adams? Adam Silver is going to destroy the league. He's going to. If he hasn't already done it, these guys aren't doing shit, man. They're like, dude, they're getting paid more money than ever. Shut the fuck
Who do
up,
you hate
Adam
more?
Silver.
Anthony Fauci or Adam Silver? You really hate Adam Silver, I've noticed.
Who do I hate more?
Yeah. It's tough, right?
I mean, dude, I mean, obviously it is Fauci.
Fauci, right? Because he's actually
But
good.
Adam Silver is like, it's like a human centipede. He's just eating out of the butt of Fauci. That's how I see it.
I don't understand why you would do this. Just to help with the minutes load on the players. It says
It's
that Adam
so
Silver has
dumb.
the idea of shaving 2 minutes off each quarter. Michael Malone said that he hopes that they don't do it.
Why would you
I
go?
hope we don't go to the 4-point line either. I hope we don't become Barnum and Bailey.
Yeah, I think that's what it's so funny. It's so funny because they'll do anything other than address what the problems are. Okay.
Yeah, baseball's the same way, dude. They keep talking about all these crazy. Manfred keeps talking about all these crazy.
Yeah, you won't address it. Here's your problem with your sport, asshole. They're babies. They don't play unless they want to. They force their way out all the time. Okay, they're too politically active. Nobody needs the problem with and the NFL is going to learn this too. Nobody needs you. Nobody needs you. We're tired of 3-point shooting. We want to watch drives. Dude, I was watching this thing. The NBA was putting out the top 100 plays of the last 25 years. Do you know how many of them were, like, for every 1 3-point shooting play, there was like 9 dunks, okay, blocks.
Because those are actual plays. Yeah.
Those are actual athletic plays that, like, if I go down to the Y and shoot threes, it's not that interesting.
No, it's like golf. Yeah, it's the same reason golf isn't hugely popular in like
okay.
Thing, yeah.
You just got these guys crying. They're getting paid so much when people are struggling, and they still bitch and moan all the time. And then you've just decided to go woke as fuck, and we have to listen to women talk sports all the time. And I don't care. The customer's always right. They don't want to listen to it. Yes, there's a Linda Cohen out there that everyone loves. She's great. She's a unicorn. There's a couple at best, right? So what they're doing now in radio, Johnny, is they're getting rid of the color commentary by a former player, and they're inserting women in there. Nice. And the women are supposed to paint the picture of what's happening right here. And all they do is statistics because that's all they can do.
Yeah, no. I mean, one of the best things about that is the old stories, from the old. I love hearing stories from players, back in my day, all that stuff. And you just completely get robbed of that when you have.
And then Colin Cowherd's sidekick, who I normally like, Jason. I forget what his last name is. I normally like him.
I don't know how you listen to that, being who you are.
Well, I turn it off. I have decided I hate when Colin Cowherd and Dan Patrick, and I love Dan Patrick. Yeah. But when they start talking about fucking gaslighting everybody on Taylor Swift and the Kansas City Chief, I'll go listen to ESPN radio. You know how hard that is? Because that's the worst radio. There is no hot takes. It's all chalk, and it's giggly bullshit. So, yeah. So nobody wants to hear it, dude. Nobody wants to hear it. You're going to alienate your entire base. And I wouldn't doubt if you see, I mean, I could be wrong, but I could see that a lot of people are kind of over the Super Bowl this year already based on all these bullshit calls, So we'll see, dude.
I think that'll get more people to tune in, actually. We'll see, though. I don't know. Did you see this video? This is a halal cart in New York. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
He snatches up a pigeon off the street.
Yep.
In a plastic bag, and then takes it into his cart where he is clearly going to chop its head off, defeather it.
Oh my God.
Fry it up for you to eat.
Oh, so sad. Poor thing. Johnny, this show, how long is this show, Johnny?
Well, you keep talking about basketball in the middle of the news. I'm trying to finish the news story.
Okay, I gotta go.
All right, I got just a couple more. So Bill Gates, for some reason, is still doing press, talking about going to see Trump and stuff. And then here's him lying about his relationship with a certain JE, we'll call him here.
Since the election?
Yeah, I had a chance to go have a long and actually quite intriguing dinner with him.
What did you discuss? What was intriguing?
Well, we touched on a lot of things. It was over 3 hours to my surprise. It was, just he and I, his chief of staff, Susie Wiles, and the person who helps manage things for me, Larry Cohen. So the 4 of us sat there, and it was quite wide-ranging. Global health's the area that I work in.
Global health.
Such
global
amazing
health.
things have happened.
I'm trying to lower the population
I
by
spoke a lot
15%.
about HIV.
Listen to what he says here, because this worries me, what he says, and it worries me with respect to Donald Trump.
About HIV, and that the foundation's literally working on a cure for that. We're at an early stage, and so he, in the COVID days, accelerated the vaccine innovation. So I was asking him if maybe the same kind of thing could be done here. And we both got, I think, pretty excited about that. We talked about polio.
Really?
Where
we're going to accelerate his work.
Getting that done, but if you stop, it'll spread back. And so I explained why it's been tough in Pakistan, Afghanistan. We've had cases show up in Gaza. We have cases in Africa, and he was fascinated to hear.
We'd love to hear it.
Do to maximize the chance that during the next 4 years that incredible milestone will be achieved.
You're just sitting there, lady, and you don't go, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
No.
Looking forward.
That's why you can never be a journalist, by the way.
By the way, 100%. Joe Rogan is really great at that. He can just listen.
I was frankly impressed with how.
Occasionally he'll send something like he did that with Mark Zuckerberg. He just called it. So I go. So he goes. You lied to everybody, and he goes.
Yeah.
No compute, right?
Yeah. So in that same interview, you have Gates talking about his relationship with JE. That wasn't the clip I pulled there. Here it is right here. This is his new line, which he's been saying for a while, but he keeps getting asked about it because he should. Here it is.
In retrospect, I was foolish to spend any time with him.
The Journal previously reported on Gates's ties to Jeffrey Epstein, including that Epstein threatened Gates over an affair he had. The two met a few times, Gates says, to discuss philanthropy.
Do you think, looking back at that moment, that you were being played?
She's giving you an out, dude.
Yeah.
In retrospect, I was foolish to spend any time with him, and he sort of, got time with various people by spending time with other people. So yes, I think I was.
Did you just say?
I thought it would help me with global health philanthropy. In fact, it failed to do that. And
really,
yeah. Your father was a eugenics. You're full of shit, and your daughter wonders why nobody likes her.
And in that same interview, he says it was basically just one dinner he had. And then I just want to, for anybody who might be inclined to believe that, just listen to what his wife said about
was many things, but I did not like that he'd had meetings with Jeffrey Epstein. He was evil personified. I had nightmares about it afterwards.
Melinda French Gates opens up following her and Bill.
What happened that gave her nightmares about meeting Epstein?
Divorce.
That's
and the role Jeffrey Epstein played in their split. The power couple revealed last year that they ended their 27-year marriage.
Any of the questions remaining about what Bill's relationship there was, those are for Bill to answer.
That's Melinda.
Anyway, she goes. I mean, she
got chunky legs. You see that? She looks like she's about to be a black rapper.
He's lying.
It's not coming out yet, but we have a guy who's about to come on. We're about to release the episode. He's a J6er, and he was basically talking about how what?
Yes, I just said yes. Great episode. Yeah.
Great episode. He has a story about someone who was in the room with Melinda Gates, and she was talking about how she was pissed because Bill Gates wouldn't come back home because he's having so much allegedly. We can't get into that here, right? On YouTube.
No, well, what the thing that JE was known for, Gates was enjoying so much of that he wasn't coming back home.
Yeah,
is the allegation. If you want to hear more about it, check out the tinfoil that's about to drop. We have Larry Ellison here. This is kind of unbelievable. This is the guy who's going to be, embedded in the government now, effectively with the Stargate project. Here we go.
The police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly watching and recording everything that's going on.
Which is
Citizens will be on their best behavior.
Can you see it?
Well,
because
it just stopped. Oh, hold on.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you, but I can't see the video.
Oh, that's weird. It said it was sharing it. Hold on. This is Larry Ellison. Let's try it again.
Recording everything that's going on.
Can you hear it?
Citizens will be on their best behavior.
All right, it's recording.
Because we're...
Dude, the guy who looks like he loves, like, just the most deprived shit is telling us about being on our best behavior.
Yeah, he's talking about universal AI surveillance is what he's suggesting.
Of course.
And
he says it's unimpeachable. You can't hear this.
The cars have cameras on.
Talking about using cars from camera cars, like cameras on cars.
Those kind of applications.
Integrating those.
AI, if we can use AI, and we're using AI to monitor the video. So if that altercation that occurred in Memphis, the chief of police would be immediately notified.
So anything happens, the police are immediately notified that looks sketchy, or the authorities, or the CIA, or the FBI, of course. That scares me. I don't want that guy having anything to do with government.
Yeah, people think I'm crazy when I'm like, I'm happy that fucking Chinese AI came and just curb stomped these guys. I'm happy.
It's fascinating. DeepSeek. Yeah. Trump pulled Fauci's security clearance, or his security detail rather. Can you hear this?
Yeah.
You can hear it.
Fauci made a lot of money. They all did. So if they, felt that strongly, I think that certainly I would not take responsibility.
He was asked there. He was asked there if he would take responsibility if something happened to Fauci after.
We took some off other people too, but you can't have a security detail for the rest of your life because you worked for government. Well, we'll see what happens.
Would you feel partially responsible if something were happening to, say, Dr. Fauci or John Bolton?
No. They all made a lot of money. They can hire their own security too.
Yeah.
I just think that's wonderful.
If you're so right, why do you need security?
Why do you need a pardon? Why do you need a pardon if you didn't do anything?
Yeah, I don't need a pardon, but you took it.
Yeah, plenty of people. There are people. Dave Smith pointed this out that did not accept them. They didn't feel they were necessary because they didn't do anything wrong.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we got here. It's a heavy Trump week. I know if you're not a fan of him, you won't enjoy that. But we could have gone into Greenland. We could have gone into Panama. We'll save that for later because it's one thing after the other. There's so much going on.
All right, Johnny.
Are you watching yourself on?
Yes, I am.
What's the word?
Shabuzi.
I think you did that.
Okay. All right.
Wait, you love Shabuzi.
I do love my daughter's like, Daddy, play your favorite song. I'm like, let's go, bro.
That's cute.
Let's go.
So give us another one. By the way,
What
we
you
went
talking about, Willis?
we went to see the Killers in Vegas, and we sat close, but on the far side, right next to the speaker. Dude, I couldn't hear for like a day. I had a ringing
sorry,
for a full day.
I'm sorry.
Do you ever wonder about that? They're like, is this safe? You know what I mean? Because my watch is like, this is not a safe level of audio. You should not be sitting next to this. They were good though, the Killers. What's the word?
I
like
Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Jumpin' Jack Flash. I like that. Good song.
Okay, I love you. It's 3:00 in the morning, Johnny. You fucking.
My apologies, Sam.
All right, bye.